Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh,
Good morning, Eden Prairie. Good morning, Brooklyn Park. Good morning, Andover. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Kmart's Employee of the Month, queen of the blue light specials. It's Kendall Mark.
I still just get like this visual when you say that.
Of what?
Like the green light. Never mind.
No.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I definitely thought it was Thursday, and then when I figured out it was Wednesday, I was a little depressed.
That happens sometimes. You think it's sometimes people think, right? You think it's a Friday, and then it's sadly only Wednesday.
You're like, no.
No, it's only. We had an episode here at Fox 9 a couple. When was it, Jeff? 8:50. 8:50. We're based here. If you don't watch us in Minneapolis, if you watch us from other cities, we're based here at Fox 9, the Fox affiliate here, and we do news, obviously. And we have a news anchor, our old buddy Tom Butler, the Butler.
He fills in sometimes.
Yeah, he fills in on our show, or as I call him, Hubba, Hubba, and he calls me Bubba. Hey Hubba, hey Bubba. Well, right now, and I don't want to scare our security, but we have about 7 to 8 gay men picketing our building right now. Because this morning at about 8:50, Tom Butler was reading a story. What was it about, Jeff? What was it?
The Ordway.
The Ordway. They're doing, I don't know, they're doing a thing. And Tom Butler looks into the camera and he goes, and was she being honored?
No, she's performing.
She's doing a show. So Tom Butler looks in the camera and he goes, coming to the Ordway, Broadway legend Patti LuPone. So you know those fainting goats that they just fall? Gay people all across the state watching Tom Butler just collapsed because she's an icon. She's not just for my people. But we do have a velvet painting of her in headquarters, but she's playing poker with some dogs. But she's an icon. Patti LuPone.
Yeah, they put out the call.
So we were in our meeting, and we told Tommy. We said, Tommy, you're in trouble. There's some men out in the lobby that want to speak to you. Patti LuPone.
And they brought signs.
They brought signs. Yo ho, Butler has to go. Oh God, he's never gonna live this down.
No, he's not. He said he gave it a French twist.
He did. Yeah. Well, there's a famous story with Oprah. Oprah used to try to imitate Barbara Walters. And she loved the way that Barbara would roll her L's. And one day Oprah was anchoring the news in her early days, and she goes, she tried to say Canada, and she goes, Canada. She was trying to be fancy, and she goes, okay, I need to stop trying to be Barbara Walters. I need to
Not
just
say
be
Canada.
myself. Yeah, Canada. the great country of Canada. No.
Love them.
But anyway. By the way, I loved Patti LuPone in the original Evita.
Oh, don't cry for me, Argentina.
Don't cry for me, Tom Butler.
What was it she said about Madonna?
Oh, that she's a movie poison. Wait.
She's a movie killer?
Movie killer. Madonna's a movie killer. That's what Patti LuPone
The
said
gays didn't
about.
know which side to go on with that one.
And you know that now forever, we're always going to call her Patti LuPone because of Butler, because of Hubba.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo.
You will remember eventually.
To call her Patti LuPone?
Not to pick up the spoon.
I will just pick up the spoon and to call her Patti LuPone. You don't want to mess with Patti. Patti will call you out, so I hope that she doesn't see Butler's clip there. Yeah. I kind of hope she does, actually. Okay, so here we go. Don't turn on The View. Don't turn on The Price is Right or whatever we're competing against in other markets. We promise you no more stories on the slap. Okay, maybe just one more. Following the Will Smith incident, Chris Rock has remained silent, and maybe it's paying off. Ticket sales for his comedy tour are soaring. StubHub says the number of people buying tickets for Chris's tour are up 25%. The average price has jumped from $150 to $250. Chris comes to Mystic Lake here in the Twin Cities in late June, and there are some $95 tickets still available. Some. Not a lot, some. Now, I got to tell you, this story makes me nervous because yesterday I got into a heated argument with somebody that I will not name, hot trainer, because he believes that the whole thing was a conspiracy theory. He believes that it was fake. The Chris
what?
and Will Smith. And the whole workout, I was so mad. All I did was argue with him. I didn't even care about my workout. Oh. And then he went on about the moon landing. And then I said, I lifted up a weight and I go, can I just put my head under this weight and just have you drop it on me? Because I can't take this. I can't take it.
Austin doesn't think the moon landing's a thing?
No, he does. He was just messing with me.
Oh!
And he doesn't say, he says it's a possibility that the Will Smith thing could be fake. And I said, why would Jada do that to herself? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And in order to, any conspiracy theory, here's my problem with it. Here's my problem with any grand conspiracy theory. You need a lot of people to be able to keep their mouths shut and lie. And if we know anything about the human condition, we can't do either. We can't not lie, and we all open our mouths. Fundamentally, that's the problem with most grand conspiracy theories.
Especially this situation. You don't think one person?
But he kept arguing with me.
Oh.
And I said, one more time, and I'm firing you, and I'm going to start working out at Slimmons, Richard Simmons.
I heard it's really fun.
It is fun. A Twitter user is being called psychic for actually predicting the slap back in 2016. Some guy named Jason said Will Smith has to punch Chris Rock in the face. That same user has since clarified that he was originally responding to Chris's Oscar monologue when the comedian first called out Jada for boycotting the Oscars back in 2016. So this wasn't about this incident, it was about the 2016 joke that Chris made about Jada. Okay, now we're done, Kendall.
Officially?
Well, I can't say officially. Who knows what Ted's going to put in the show tomorrow, but I'm just saying right now we're done.
For this show.
For this show today. Next in the dish, the search is on for the new cast of The Real Housewives of New York. The production company behind the project has detailed exactly what they're looking for. So if you want to be a Real Housewife of New York, look at this. This is from the production company's official Instagram. They say they're looking for an organic, diverse group of friends. They want you to be sophisticated. They want you to live aspirational lives. Ideally, y'all should have successful careers or businesses. And now here's a change from the original kind of intent of the franchise. They don't care if you're single now, but they do want you living in greater Manhattan. You can't be living in Brooklyn. And I love that the very last requirement, you have to be outgoing. They care the least about that.
They really spent a lot of money on that graphic that they put up and out there.
But I will tell you, they started following me.
Shut up!
So I'm hoping they're going to start watching the shows, and I'm going to subliminally feed them my requests.
Oh, okay, like?
Bring back Bethany. That wasn't so subliminal.
Done very well.
That wasn't real subliminal, wasn't it? I can't even pronounce it today.
Very overt.
Bring back Dorinda.
Very overt.
Bring back Jill.
Okay, again.
There we
overt.
go. Next in the dish, The Staircase. Remember that? Huge hit on Netflix a few years ago. If you don't remember, it was a docuseries that followed the mysterious case of Michael Peterson, who may or may not have killed his wife. Remember down the stairs and the owl? Woo, woo. Well, now HBO Max has created their own limited series. The trailer just dropped. Look at this.
This house is filled with so many memories. Family is all we got. We're not perfect, God knows. But we've survived. Because we stick together. and we love each other.
John 911, where's your emergency?
Kathleen's dead.
Dad found me at the bottom of the stairs.
I think she fell.
They're calling this whole thing a crime scene.
Is this normal?
What's going on? What are the police looking for?
We believe Michael Peterson murdered Kathleen in cold blood.
It's fiction. It's fabrication.
So Colin Firth plays Michael. Toni Collette, who I love, and she should just be in everything, plays his wife. It's going to drop on May 5th. Do you remember the story?
I vaguely remember it. It's been on my list to watch.
Oh, it's so good. Because people think an owl did it.
I'm sorry, an owl?
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything more. Executive producer Jeff thinks the owl did it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. Eric thinks it too. Yeah.
Who are they casting as the owl? This seems like a very important character.
Larry King.
Thank God, love him.
He's dead. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
he
I don't
came
know.
back
I don't know
as
who,
an
but no, they think an owl. They think an owl did it.
owl. Who done it?
Okay. Can I tell you? I deal with dad jokes on my other show. I shan't be dealing with them on this show.
That was so good. I'm crying at my own
That was
show.
good. That was
Thank
good.
you.
Good, Kendall.
Thank you.
You're gonna get a bonus today.
Yes. Sucker.
Oh, just found out. No, you're not.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
Coming up next. So, Bridgerton is back for season 2, but was it worth the wait?
Newton is an excellent judge of character. Oh, see?
I watched, and now I'll tell. Then, they are the moments you don't see on TV.
I love that you made it all about you. Who are you, me?
Watch what happens when our cameras roll during the Jason show.
Fine.
Before the show. And we got so many comments from you, we had to keep going.
Yep.
Day 2 of the things that annoy you about your spouse. That and more when we come back.
I just got an email from a Sandra. Please stop calling Kendall your sister from another mister, and please stop giving her jobs from another company. Okay.
But I like my jobs.
I know.
And I like being
She
your
doesn't think
sister.
you like them.
You're my brother from another mother.
Can I tell you that is now? I'm going to add that to the list of. People ask that, or why do you stand when I get to sit?
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, still after 7. Well, you haven't been here 7 years, but after all these years,
3.
you've answered it about 400 times.
Only.
A, it's a production choice. Thank you, Leo. Now you're just going to get people more upset. A, it's a production choice. B, you prefer to stand.
Correct.
That's right. And you like when I give you other jobs.
I do. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
What am I today?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Ticklish feet.
That's not what I am today, by the way.
That's not what you are. Ticklish feet have puzzled scientists for decades, until now. And that leads us to today's Late Night Rewind.
Meanwhile, a foot tickling machine has revealed which parts of the feet make men and women giggle the most. Actual professionals built an actual foot tickling machine and named it Ticklefoot. Also the name of the bootleg Chinese Tickle Me Elmo. So what did Ticklefoot discover? Turns out for women, the most ticklish is by the center of the arch, and for men, it's slightly closer to the toes. That's great. Hey, scientists, while I have you, how's that cancer cure coming? No, by all means, do not rush the whole foot tickling thing.
It is true. Well, we laugh about it when we do lists. The amount of studies, you know what I mean?
Right.
The most ridiculous studies ever. Why are we wasting time on X, Y, and Z?
We should learn how you apply for those, and we should get a study.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'd study, but
I don't. Do you really think they would let the two of us on a control group?
maybe.
No. No. we'd get stuck with some like cream or something, you know.
Great, anti-wrinkle?
Yeah, oh, yeah, seriously. Next in the dish, Shotgun Kelly was on Kimmel last night, and MGK did an ayahuasca retreat with Megan Fox, and it may have changed his life. Look.
Well, I remember walking up. It was a circle of about 20 people, and you're in the forest or in the jungle. You're dieting. You're not eating past 5 p.m. or drinking water or anything. And I was the last person to go up and take it. And I remember watching everybody go up and take theirs. They had 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup, and they get to me, and the shaman says something to the translator, and the translator goes, "She says you have a big shadow of darkness behind you. You need more." And they like. And everyone in the circle was just looking when they gave me more of the cups because they all just did one, and I was just like. On the 3rd night, I remember the shaman, he had like a bottle of tobacco water, and he did this thing where he went, and I saw like gray, like it would look like sand coming from my body, and I watched it go into, and he went, and I was like, what was that? Was that me? And then I came out and have been like this ever since. I'm just kidding. No,
Okay, it was pretty funny there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I could never do ayahuasca. I could never. It's like a hallucinogenic. It's like, yeah, you?
I mean, I was just in South America. I wonder what wasn't offered to me.
Well, I don't know, because you passed out on day 1?
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
I mean, just saying.
Ayahuasca, no.
No, I did in Vegas like 3 years ago.
Are we admitting this out loud? Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I just settle down, Jeff. It's legal. I didn't know what it was, and I was given like a little. Okay, go ahead. I was given. I did not inhale. I was given a little gummy thing shaped like a possum. And I'm like, oh, this is cute. And before I knew it, and this is true story, I was in a casino, and I told my husband and mother-in-law, I go, I think I have to go back to the hotel. I'm just going to leave you two. Hand to Oprah. I start walking around the casino floor, and this security guard was watching me, and I made like 3 circles, and she looked at me, she goes, boy, can you not find your way out of here? And I said, I can't. And she goes, it's a circle. And she goes, you keep going by the exit and you're not leaving. And I go, okay. She goes, do you want me to show you to the door? And I go, yes, please. And she pushed me out into Old Vegas, and somehow I got in an Uber. And then I got in an Uber, and I thought he was trying to kill me. And yeah.
Colin has also told me this story. This is true.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not making it right, Kendall? It's true.
Yep. Jason got lost in a casino.
Kids, don't do drugs. Yeah. Next in the dish, Jared Leto was on with Fallon last night. He stars in the Marvel movie Morbius, and Jimmy asked him about another superhero project. Look at this.
I have to ask you about this. You don't have to answer anything, but you were caused a little bit of a stir, which you tend to do. But you were at the Spider-Man No Way Home premiere.
Yes.
And you go there, and everyone's like, "Oh, cool, Jared Leto's awesome, man. He's a stud. We love this guy." And then someone zoomed in, and you are wearing this necklace. It says just the number 6. Now, there's a thing called the Sinister Six. I don't know if you heard. Morbius, Spider-Man. I'm just saying things happen. This is here, you're here. What just went down right now? I showed that photo. Your reaction is very poker face, you know.
It was actually meant to be a 9. It just got flipped.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's it. Sorry.
Sure, Jared. He's busy because he's also in the new Apple TV Plus series, We Work. Yeah. Why did I say it like that? We Work.
We Work. Can you, so Sinister Six, that's a Spider-Man thing, right? Have we met all the other 6?
I don't know.
Do we have time for this?
No, and I don't really know. I'm a comic book superhero nerd, but you've asked me, you've stumped me.
I have stumped him?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that answer to that question. I wish I could help you, but I don't know.
If they all look that good, I'm watching.
Yeah, of all the Sinister Six looks that good. He gives us all hope. He's around my age. And I look like Archie Bunker compared to him. I look like Carol O'Connor And that's fantastic.
Archie Bunker?
Oh,
That was your choice?
Yes.
No.
I'm aging as I'm sitting here.
Me too, girl. Me too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel so bad for you. Next in the dish, more news from HBO Max. Variety says they have an It prequel in the works. The series will be called Welcome to Derry and will lead up to the events of part 1 of It. It will also include the origin story of Pennywise the Clown. The director of the It movies will be the executive producer. Okay. The part 1 of It was good, the movie. Number 1. Part 2 was horrible. I always think of the miniseries with Tim Curry on ABC because that was frightening. And I don't like clowns to begin with. You didn't like either?
I didn't watch part 2 because when we were talking about this, I'm like, maybe that is what I'm thinking of. No, I did not like the 2017 movie. I thought it was just dumb.
Well, anything in a sewer that talks to you is frightening to me.
And then there's the weird blood spurts.
Well, I mean, just think of it. You're walking down the road and you look at the little grate.
Yeah.
And there's like a little clown that looks like a little bitty Rose Kennedy. It's like,
No, that's why you don't let your dogs walk over the little gates because you never know if they're going to get kidnapped and put in there.
I don't even I have a little OCD with this. I don't like to walk over grates because I don't trust City Works. And I'm just, I'm going to be down there in a well.
In Colombia, I walked over one grate and the very next grate was like a sinkhole. So I almost died. So it's a really great lesson not to do that.
You probably shouldn't travel.
I know.
I think you should just stay home.
Did I tell you about the time Jordan went into shock on the side of the Autobahn? We're just not good travelers.
Next in the dish, the new season of Bridgerton is available on Netflix. It's been criticized for its lack of sexiness. Now, before I give you my take, because I did watch episode 1, here's a clip from the trailer.
Powerful thing to meet someone and feel that you know them, unlike any other.
After your father died, a wall went up inside you, as if love had become some weakness instead of your greatest strength.
Has this young lady truly won your heart?
The one that makes it impossible for you to look away from them at any given moment.
What happens when duty is in conflict with the heart's true desire? Why then, there is the potential for a considerable scandal indeed.
The show broke records in its first weekend with 193 million hours viewed globally. That's the most for any Netflix English-speaking show in 3 days. Now, I thought it was boring. I'm just going to cut right to the chase. I don't want to be Nelly negative. I try to balance my... yeah. I thought it was boring. And I liked season 1. I didn't like it as much as you. But it is a little boring. It's a little slow. Now, I have heard to be balanced, I've heard it gets better as the season goes on. And I like Jonathan Bailey, the focus, the Bridgerton, and I will tell you, there's a little bit of sexiness. I just pulled this up. At the 12-minute and 55-second mark, there is a rear end.
You have it saved on your phone?
I'm actually watching it right now, if you want to know the truth.
He saved it, people.
I'm not kidding. It's on right now.
You gonna pass me that phone in the commercial break?
Nope, can't do that. But all kidding aside, it didn't melt my butter.
Are you gonna give it more than a couple episodes?
Absolutely. I'm gonna watch it to the end. I do enjoy the show.
All right.
Have you even started it?
I have to be able to binge it, so I haven't had time. My plan is, I don't know when I have time, I guess.
Write down, though, 12:55 into the first episode. Yep.
Got it.
It's time to meet today's JVIP. Today, it's Shayra. Shayra Wren. Hi, Shayra. Shayra says Jason and the whole crew make her laugh every day, and she says they really do make it feel like we are a part of the group and included. Oh, that means a lot. Oh, I love that. Okay, that just made my day. Thanks for being a bright spot in my day, she writes. Sheree gets a Jason Show mug and entered to win the monthly grand prize, and that includes coming to the studio to watch our show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. That's great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We're going to take a break. More when we return, including, those spouse comments. Woo! Don't go anywhere. 12 minutes, 55 seconds. Okay. Every morning before the show, the crew and I get together to discuss very important things. The purpose of the actual meeting is to go through the show. But sometimes we get off track, like way off track. Now, Leo, before we roll it, we should say a couple things. Jeff and I do not come across very well in this picture, in this package. This is proof that we just show you our unfiltered self. We are obviously exaggerating in a lot of this because we know Eric's camera is like right up our butt. So just know we aren't as hateful as we come across in this package.
Before we get too far.
That window is really gross.
Okay.
Get some Windex.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
Did you know, Jeff, that it was just Jason and I sitting in here and he left because he couldn't handle sitting with me for more than 2 minutes by himself?
When is this?
Right now.
I love that you made it all about you. Who are you, me? No. I love to get a refreshing mint. And now I'm gonna leave again to get some Windex because that door is disgusting.
What do you call it?
Windex. Are you gonna shame me again?
Did you say Windex?
Windex.
Oh, Windex. What am I shaming you for? I'm not shaming you for anything.
Take one more pill, please.
I'd like to. I'm 1 hour overdue, but
I
I'm
really
waiting.
do
I
think
can
we should
tell.
take a month.
Believe me, every morning last week, I would have the worst day at work ever in exchange for what I'm going through right now.
I wish I could break my back.
I'd rather have Jason mad at me about something and not tell me. Those are the days I hate the most.
What?
When you're mad at me and I know you're mad. Can I tell you, when he fights with people, in the back of my head, I'm always like, God, I'm so happy it's not me. One time I told him to simmer down. But also, I don't think we ever stay mad at each other that long.
No. I think I was fine by the end of the show that day.
Fine.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jason? Fine. I'm fine. Which always means the opposite of fine. I don't think children should be allowed to fly.
Ooh, hot take. Or we should have just planes for just children.
Andy.
Tell us more, Andy Rooney.
For one thing, the players all spit too much.
When I hear someone say voila instead of voila,
Oh.
I don't know anything offhand that mystifies Americans more than the cotton they put in pill bottles.
when people are eating and they cheers with their food or their spoons, I want to punch them.
People do that.
What?
Are you kidding me?
I've never seen
never
anyone
seen that
cheers.
either.
You don't watch enough TikTok videos.
I was in the Army for 4 years. I know all the four-letter words. I just don't want to be reminded of them on broadcast.
I miss you so much. Can I toast the food
awesome.
with you? Okay, continue, Ted.
Sandra, CBS Sunday Morning.
God, that was good.
Kennels.
Do you know what I hate with parents, though, is when they hold up their child and you're supposed to, like, be impressed that the kid's smiling or cute. I'm like, I don't think your kid's cute.
On the plane?
Oh, people do it all the
See,
time.
I was like,
They're like, they let the kid, like, peek through or peek over the seat. I'm just
Oh.
like, I'm always like this. I'm like,
ew. Germs. Germs.
no. I'm like,
I am with Jeff. I don't like when they put their little kid hands through and they think the parent thinks it's cute.
I will let you know if your child is cute. And 99.9% of them are not. No offense.
It's horrible. Jeff is a horrible person.
What'd you do to tick him off?
Oh God. Oh God. Jeff and I look horrible in that piece.
I don't know what you two
Why
did.
would anybody hang out with us?
Oh, it's so entertaining.
That whole package is Jeff complaining about stuff. Ugh. Than me, their little dirty kid hands poking through the airline seat. Oh my goodness, no wonder my family hates me.
Oh, you guys need to go see Jesus or something.
Kendall, can you take us to church next weekend?
Amen. The door's open. My clothes on you too. I don't know.
I know, that's the edited version. Can I tell you? No, Leo, thank you. I gotta say this. Jeff had to cut a piece out because we can't, there's something that we can't talk about yet that I saw out of the window, and they said, and they've known me for 25 years.
Oh, this was bad.
I guess I made a face, and Eric goes, he's never seen me more disgusted and mad. You were there. Was I mad?
He was irate.
I saw something that we bought that we haven't unveiled yet, and I was like, we did that? And Brad built this out of Legos?
He was not happy for like
I was
a
not,
day.
Yeah. We had to cut that out. That'll be in the director's edition on the DVD.
When we all retire.
And I swear I do like kids. I do. I do. Now Jeff doesn't, but I do. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Jeff's over here. It's a joke. We don't need the emails. Y'all know it's a joke. Please take the joke. Yeah.
It really is a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
We got to take a break. That's not a joke. We got to pay bills, or Pam Silverman will yell at us. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. I hate this, and I hate this. I'll tell you if your kid's cute. Oh, that has to be one of my favorite things we've ever aired in my life, on this entire show's history. Welcome back. Yesterday, this was so, we have the best viewers. Y'all are the best, because you shared so many things that annoy you about your spouse or significant other. We couldn't get them all into one episode, so we had to do it in 2 episodes. So here's part 2 of the most annoying things about your spouse or significant other. And let's start with Barb. Hi, Barb. Barb has a good one. She writes to us, when he asks questions as I'm brushing my teeth and then expects me to answer. Yes.
Barb's like,
does Jordan ask you questions at weird times?
no, not really.
Okay.
Sorry. But you were saying
There's the end of that conversation.
No, you were saying that this happens to you, though.
Oh, yeah. We'll be getting ready to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the lights will be off. I'm halfway sleeping, and from the darkness, Colin will go, should we talk about our financial future?
I do that. You're like,
no. I'm trying to sleep.
Thank you.
Again, I'm a joy to live with. Next up, Susan. Hi, Susan. She says, coming into the room where I'm watching a movie and he starts talking drives me crazy, and it's always during a critical scene. I don't want to call out employee or staff members, but there's a member of our staff who said their wife does this.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be watching a movie, and she will inevitably walk in at a crucial moment and be like, can we talk about next week's trip with the kids? And
he'll be like, but who killed Sandra?
Exactly, yeah. Sarah has a great one. Hi, Sarah. My partner is like a golden retriever. Always hyper, even in the most serious of situations. Because at the first sentence, I was like, where is she going with the golden retriever reference?
Sarah,
comparison.
I'll feel you. That's what I'm married to. I am married to a golden retriever.
Really? Is he always like when you walk through the door, like jumping on you?
No, he's just always like, he's very like,
Oh.
I'm like,
Yeah. Crystal is next. Hi, Crystal. What annoys her about her significant other or husband? When they fall asleep with the TV on and will hide the remote in bed, so I have to go fishing for it in order to shut the TV off. Oh, yeah.
that would be tough.
Because you got to dig around them and yeah. And then you got to inevitably wake them up, you know? Kevin is next. He says, we watch your show together, so the most annoying thing she does is to always be so beautiful. Well played, Kevin. Well played. And to Kevin's wife, you're beautiful. Yeah. He knew they would be watching this together.
He's like, I'm not going to spill that tea.
Brittany is next. Brittany says this about her spouse. What annoys her? Waiting until I get up and start getting ready for work for him to stand in the way in our tiny bathroom. Then he wonders why I'm yelling at him. Yeah. If you only have one bathroom and it's teeny tiny, yeah. Tavia? Is that how you? Yeah, probably Tavia. Says, hi, Tavia. My husband takes his socks off right before bed, but never picks them up. The never picking up laundry is a theme that we found.
Yeah, the sock thing, and I feel that. I know that's one.
Does
Like
Jordan do that?
Yeah, in the living room or something, and I'm like 2 days later, I'm just still staring at them, trying to leave a hint.
Again, positive for Colin. Clean. Like,
Clean.
Colin is so clean.
So clean.
I know, that sounded very generic. My husband showers everyone.
Once a day.
He's just very clean. Jennifer is next. She says he used to yell out, "Subway!" every time we... He used to yell, "Subway!" every time we would drive past a Subway. He didn't even know he was doing it. Oh God, I would get a divorce. I would divorce him immediately.
That's a toughie.
It's just like, "Subway!"
Yeah, Jordan used to do that. I think that's a thing.
I'm gonna do that now. Every time we pass a Subway.
Poor Colin.
Rachel is next. Slurping his coffee while reading the newspaper. Every morning I have to leave the kitchen until the noise is over. We've been married for 40 years. Yes.
She's about to just flip that coffee.
Yep. Beth is next. She says he leaves flossing things all over and absolutely will not replace the toilet paper. Pretends to not know where dishes go when he unloads the dishwasher. Yeah, that's a whole list right there she has.
Mama needs to talk to, oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my mind. No. That's it. Thank you for all of your wonderful emails. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Welcome back. We talked about the second season of Love is Blind here in America, but there are two spinoffs that are getting a lot of attention. Love is Blind Japan and Love is Blind Brazil. Here's a little bit of the Japanese version.
こんにちは。ここは譲れないみたいなのはあったりする？私より身長高い人がいい。なんか親近感あるな。また話せたら嬉しい。それだけでめっちゃなんかうわーって。爆上がりだよねそれ。すごい辛い。こうはいいって思ってないなって思う。会話だけで恋に落ちるんですかね。かなり難しくない？過去とかコンプレックスとか言うのが一番怖いのね。あと覚悟なんで。
Well, both the Brazil and Japanese versions are streaming on Netflix right now. And according to our reality dating show expert, they are... He has a new title? Who's that? They are must-watch television. All of this means one thing. It's time, once again, for 47% of America loves Ted. Joining us from reality show dating headquarters / our control room is Ted. Hi, Ted.
Subway.
Subway! Hey, Ted, so the American public doesn't think our entire staff is like Jeff and I. You don't hate children, do you, Ted?
I love children.
That's right. Okay, let's talk.
I did get notification that Jeff has just been submitted to anger management.
Yes. He's been Fox is going to allow him to succeed someplace else. Let's talk about Japan first. How is it similar?
So they do go into this blind. They chat for several days. You still have the pods. It's still very much set up the same way, but the Japanese people are very formal, and this really comes off in this series, where they're just sort of, in the American version, you have when they meet each other, they jump, they kiss, they're happy, and in this version, they meet each other and they're just like, "Hello, you're my fiance."
Yeah. Do they get married?
They do. There are a couple couples who get married, but in this version, what's different is that they kind of self-eliminate themselves after 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 they go on to the, I think they call them the getaways. After they go to the getaways, if they're not feeling it, they're like, see ya, I'm out. Whereas, in the American version, they still go down the aisle and then they do the the ceremony, and then they just say, I'm not getting married to you.
I get the sense, Ted, and maybe I'm reading this wrong. Is it just a lot calmer? Because, the American reality shows ramp up the drama on purpose. I'm hearing from you, and I've heard of other people watching it. Is it just calmer?
Calmer, classier, and just like overall, it just gives you good vibes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was great. And I follow some of the people on Instagram now.
Look at you.
So it's a heartwarming series.
Just like one of Jeff's. Anyway, let's talk about Brazil.
Brazil, totally the opposite.
Oh.
They go into, first of all, they're all basically models, okay? Not that the Japan version are ugly, but the Brazilian people, they are models. And they come in, as you can see, and they are, what is the old term? They are just very randy and ready to go.
Oh, yes.
And so when they meet in person for the first time, it's just like, I think this might have to be NC-17.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is very aggressive.
Do they find love, though?
Or
is it lust?
Well, yes, it is very lustful, but all the shows kind of have the same success rate. So no matter how they approach it differently, still you get one or two couples that end up together.
So I guess the last question is, which one did you like more out of all three? America, Brazil, and Japan.
I would say if people want to pick a show to watch the Japan version.
Really?
It's just a really enjoyable series to watch. And, you learn some Japanese, maybe not. I don't know. But sometimes they do speak English, and you're like, wait, was that Japanese? Or do I now understand what they're saying? No, they were just speaking English.
Yeah, Ted, let's not go crazy here. It's not Rosetta Stone. Yeah. Hey, really quick, I know we got to go. Are there villains? You know how there's always a villain, like on Bachelor, or there's somebody you don't like Shake in the American version. Is there somebody that you don't like in these?
Brazil, for sure.
Oh.
Japan, maybe a couple, but they're all just overall just pleasant people.
Just like you, Ted.
Exactly.
And just like Jeff. Pleasant. Notice the applause. That's producer Ted, everybody. We're going to take a break. What's in the shortest segment and what's the surprise goodbye? You'll find out when we return. Subway. Welcome back to our show. You know what we do here. It is time for the world's shortest segment. Hello. Talk about dedication. A woman is quite the Disney fan. She's made a New Year's resolution to go to Disney once a month for a year. She lives in Philly, and the trip is not cheap, but she's found a way to pay for it. She donates plasma twice a week. 3 months down, only 9 to go. Wow. We will be right back in a moment. And I love Disney. Welcome back. Kendall joins me again, and it's time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this rolls. We don't know what's in this segment until right now, until I read it. I mentioned this earlier in the show, and now for your viewing pleasure, the incomparable Tom Butler of the Fox 9 Morning News.
And Broadway legend Patti LuPone.
Patti LuPone.
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 Tom gonna kill you.
And you know what's funny? Isn't Tom in the next set getting ready to do the news? Isn't he over there?
Yeah, watching.
Tom is listening as we speak, getting ready to do the 11 o'clock news with this co-anchor, Patti LuPone. Tom Butler! Tom Butler!
I'll get you, Mathesone.
Tom, there are some gay men outside that want to talk to you.
Get out of here. Stop it. I went French on the bit.
I love you, Tom.
Oh God, that was so good. We gotta go. That's gonna do it for us. If you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. We're gonna see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye-bye.